Welcome again to Mix Domain. We're back in Pro Tools doing a mix this time on percussion instruments, and I'm just going to show you what it sounds like in context first with the rest of the track, and then we'll dig in and see what's going on there. So here is a song called Chanteuse by Gary Davis, and watch out for the new album coming out in the next month or so. And it's been really interesting mixing this because it's all percussion instruments. There are no drums as such. It's percussion, acoustics, guitars, and then just loads of harmonies, loads of vocals, and some other bits thrown in as well. So we'll have a listen to this now and see what this sounds like. Okay, so we'll just listen to the percussion this time round, and we'll then dig into these EQs and compression, see what we've got going on, and I might even add a little bit more to it as well. So here it is with the bass guitar, there's the rhythm section. Okay, I couldn't resist adding some EQ to the bass there as well while we're at it. So we have these percussion instruments at the top. Just dive through these. We have this cajon, it's playing here, and on this cajon we have a nice 1176, which is just adding a bit more attack. 4:1 ratio, you know, fairly fast. Well, it's a fast release and medium sort of attack. Okay, so that's just grabbing it nicely and without. So you hear kind of like those transients just kind of fade away from the mix, and then it's back up front again. With the EQ, we've got a similar sort of thing going on to the bass really, but I'm trying to complement the bass EQ with this. So if we look at that as well, so here's the bass EQ and the cajon EQ here. So similar sort of curves, but where I've taken out on the bass, I've left that frequency range in on the cajon, and then I'm also a bit higher up on the EQ with the cajon as opposed to the bass. So they're kind of complementing each other there. And again, I did some I did some compression on the bass as well here. I've not put any makeup gain on, but if we take that out, now again, it's a high ratio because there's a lot of up and down with the dynamics here, so that's why I've got a high ratio there. But again, the attack very slow and the release fast. Just bringing that bass forward and holding it in position. Some other things we've got going on then, the claps here, which we can hear now. bring those in, and I've not EQ'd these yet, so we'll do that now. First thing I like to do is to make sure that I'm taking out any low end that we don't need. Just get it out of the way of the bass, and then with claps, usually around 200 is good. Take out a lot of the harshness that we don't need as well around this area. Add a bit more snap, and then again some air to them as well. And add that to this other claps on the other side. We now have this. Let's bring that a bit closer. That's without EQ. I guess we could go a bit more in this area. So a bit more snap and more attack. Without EQ. And we just brought them forward a bit more as well there. Okay, we've got an egg shaker there as well, so let's see what's going on with that. Again, we can use the same sort of EQ curve for the eggs because they're the same sort of frequency ranges, so we'll use a bit of the 200 again. Cut around the 400 or 500 area. I'm obviously having a high pass filter there, and then again we'll add a bit more snap around 2 and a lot of air, maybe a bit higher than the we'll go a bit higher than the claps this time. We're at 11 there, so we'll go probably a bit higher, maybe 15k with that. Let's see what that sounds like. Just hear that again. That's with EQ. Take the EQ out. Without. With. So you can hear that it just brought forward a little bit more again. Okay, so we can use that EQ. Again, we'll probably be coming back to these later on in the mix as you go through, but I'm just trying to sort of show you what would happen with the percussion and how they sort of live together against everything else in the mix as well. Keep going down, we have another instrument here. This is the tambourine. So we'll just hear what that's doing, and I think we'll bring that in from here and we can hear that all together. Again, no EQ, but you can see there's a lot of information there, so we can accentuate that. Around the 10k areas where it's sort of living. Again, we can take out the low end that we don't need. Go a bit lower with this, probably around about the 150 area, 120, 150, somewhere there. And again, we'll find where it's harsh and we'll get rid of the things that we don't need in there. Let's just solo that one by itself. We don't need any of that, so we'll get rid of the 600 area. Okay, great. Let's bring those back in. Okay, let's bring those back in. The last thing here is the Glock that we have, and on the Glock I've basically just done a low pass filter. just to take off the edge, because Glocks don't really need any EQ as such. They have a lot of high frequency content, so I'm basically just taking out some of that so that we've got room then for the tambourine and the egg shaker and the rest of things there. So we have that one, and then this other Glock here as well, so we'll probably bring that one back as well to about 9.5K, and that's basically it. So let's hear that now in context with everything else. So here is the chorus.
Shape of disaster. Ooh, she's a chanteuse, baby. Bum, bum. And even though she's
so we're listening out for that percussion sound there.
bum, bum. And all the ghosts that haunt the halls I left behind are lonely. Shape of disaster. Ooh, she's a chanteuse, baby. And even though she's
Okay, so we have listened to this in context now.
shape of disaster. Ooh, she's a chanteuse, baby. And even though she sings off key, and all the ghosts that haunt the halls I left behind are lonely.
So again, bypassing all of those things, and we'll bring them back in.
All the ghosts that haunt the hall are lonely.
Okay, and that's it. Basically, that's how you would blend in and mix in the percussion instruments with a track like this. So, okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time on the Mix Domain.